give you all some information about the Australian Shepherd. And it's going to be the history of the breed, characteristics, and the vital statistics. And the classification, because they are actually classified. The nickname for the Australian Shepherd is the Aussie, which that's an unusual nickname because they're not actually from Australia. They were actually bred in the western United States for farmers. And there are different theories about the origin. One is their ancestors, the collie, and a similar dog, it's like a shepherd dog also, had actually were imported from Australia along with some sheep. So that's probably where they got the name, but that's not where they were originated because that was around 1840s, but the Western farmers observed distinctive qualities between those two breeds, the collie and that shepherd-like dog. And they decided to combine them to make a unique breed that had the characteristics that they needed for farming and herding. From the history of the Australian Shepherd, define the distinctive qualities of their nature. The history of the breed. After World War II, the Australian Shepherd experienced a comeback. So they actually died out in popularity, and they come back due to the interest in the West. Cowboys, rodeos, horseback riding, so that made them actually get popular again. The Aussie became a hit at rodeos, and they also rode alongside the cowboys. They made it into the movies, as you can see. It wasn't until 1957 before the Australian Shepherd actually gained recognition. And they gained this recognition through the Australian Shepherd Club of America. So in 1957, that club actually formed because of that breed. They weren't recognized, so they formed their own club. And you can get that information off of Australian Shepherd Lovers' website. That gives you an idea of the breed and how they started forming recognition. And it would be 36 more years after 1957 to be 1993 before they actually got recognized by the American Kennel Club. The Aussie is a very intelligent dog, making them easy to train, and they have fascinating agility. They can run fast, and they're quick, and that's basically why they're considered cattle dogs, livestock herders. They're good with children, but they can be bossy. That's the problem with the breed, and they will try to herd the children along with herding livestock. So the Australian Shepherd needs a job. Basically, because they were born, bred to be working dogs, they have to have a job. And if they're not given a job, they'll find a job. And so if they're not being constructive, they're going to be destructive. That's why you should always also, when you're considering a breed, you should always thoroughly, research it to make sure that it matches with your lifestyle. Because it's a busy dog, it requires a lot of attention. And here is our Australian Shepherds. Steno and Bono. And when we first got Bono, he was a little uncomfortable. And it helped him being around his brother, which Dino is 5 years old, but Bono is his baby brother. And he felt comforted. He got a little bit more comfortable being on the place. And this is Dino and the stump. And he's probably 3 years old. You can see that Dino's tail, he was born with a docked tail. Bono wasn't born with a docked tail. We had to get his tail docked. Some of them are just one that way. And this is Bono after settling in. He started getting a little comfortable. We didn't actually have to have Dino around. Now, as far as grooming and bathing, it says that it's not as often as you think. They're long-haired dogs, and you would think that they require a lot of bathing. They said use your judgment on that, basically. You may want to consider it more often for cattle dogs because there are going to be a lot of messes, so that's something you may want to consider. But as far as their grooming and clipping, they only shed in the spring and fall. So they don't shed as much as some of the short-haired dogs. So was a surprise to me by the fact that they are pretty hairy. And there's minimal trimming required. They require just a little bit of trimming around their, around their feet and around some of the tail if they have very much of a tail. But it's not just trim them up to make them look like they're meat and groomed. Now, as far as statistics go, that's why I have their sister up here. She is the female, and she was actually purchased because when Judy's customer came up here and saw Bono and wanted an Australian Shepherd. So Judy had her sister, and but their statistics normally they reach about 1 foot and 6 foot inches, or 1 foot 6 inches to 1 foot 11 inches tall at the shoulders. That's not counting the head. But as far as their weight, they're about 40 to 65 pounds. And the female, that's why I wanted to show you all, they're a little bit thicker because they start out at 47 pounds when they're adults. But they can go up from 47 pounds, so they get a little bit thicker. Now the lifespan of the Australian Shepherd is 12 to 15 years, which is a pretty good lifespan. And they also make excellent serving dogs because they're very loyal and they're good with blind and disabled. And that's all Australian Shepherds. Okay, I'm going to give you all some information about the Australian Shepherd. And it's going to be the history of the breed.